Most people focus on the moment an agreement is signed, the handshake, the confirmation email, the "we're excited to move forward." That moment feels like progress, it feels like certainty, it feels like things are finally underway. But the real story doesn't start there. It starts the day after. Because agreements don't create outcomes. Execution does, alignment does, and reality always shows up after the signatures dry. Today, we're looking at what really happens after the agreement. When attention fades, expectations solidify, and long-term consequences quietly begin. This isn't about blame. It's not about bad decisions. It's about understanding what actually determines whether a service relationship succeeds or slowly starts to unravel. Let's start with the moment everyone remembers, the agreement itself. At the time, it usually looks clean and confident. Scopes are defined, timelines are outlined, deliverables are agreed, roles feel clear, at least on paper. There's relief on both sides. One side feels they've secured the right expertise. The other feels trusted, chosen, validated. The agreement feels right because it solves an immediate problem: capacity, skill gaps, speed, complexity, pressure. And in that moment, a few assumptions quietly form: that we're aligned, that expectations are shared, that the process will naturally flow, that if issues arise, they'll be easy to fix. At the time, this decision made sense, and often it really did. The day after, things still look fine. Kickoff meetings happen, access is granted, introductions are made, initial tasks begin moving. There's early reassurance: this feels smooth. They know what they're doing, we made the right call. Small wins appear. Progress updates sound positive. Everyone is still operating on goodwill. This is the calm phase. Nothing is broken. Nothing feels urgent. Nothing demands deeper inspection yet. And that's exactly why people believe the agreement worked. There's no reason to doubt it, yet. This is where the invisible shifts begin. Not failures, not conflicts, just changes. Communication patterns subtly adjust, messages become shorter, assumptions replace clarification. Small compromises appear. We'll figure that part out later. Let's just move forward for now. That's probably close enough. New pressures emerge. Internal priorities shift. External deadlines creep in. One side starts adapting more than the other. These aren't red flags, they're trade-offs. And trade-offs, when unnoticed, compound. This is the core of what determines long-term outcomes. Not dramatic mistakes, but quiet normalization of misalignment. The consequences don't arrive loudly, they arrive slowly. A missed expectation here, a delayed response there, a growing sense of this isn't quite what we imagined. Over time, trust becomes conditional, oversight increases, flexibility decreases, friction replaces flow. Then one day, it feels sudden. Why is this so hard now? Why are we constantly revisiting scope? Why does everything feel heavier than it should? But nothing broke overnight. The groundwork was laid weeks or months earlier, in the small moments no one thought were critical at the time. Most people don't ignore problems, they simply don't see them yet. Cognitive bias tells us to defend decisions we've already made. Overconfidence convinces us experience will smooth things out. Process blindness hides issues behind activity. Emotional investment discourages uncomfortable conversations. Organizational inertia keeps things moving even when alignment slips. None of this is incompetence. It's human, and it's why so many service relationships don't fail. They just quietly underperform. People with experience don't judge agreements by how good they sound. They judge them by what happens after. They watch for signals, how decisions are actually made, how change is handled, how accountability is shared, how feedback is received. They ask different questions. What assumptions are we operating on? What will change under pressure? Where will this get harder, not easier? They expect behavior to evolve. They plan for drift. They design space for recalibration. Experience isn't about avoiding mistakes. It's about seeing the long game early. The lesson isn't don't act, the lesson is plan for the day after. One mindset shift. Don't ask, is this agreement good? Ask, how will this relationship behave 6 months in? One framing principle. Outcomes aren't protected by contracts. They're protected by clarity, communication, and continuous alignment. One long-term question to carry forward. What will need active attention once the excitement fades? That question changes everything. Most decisions don't fail at the moment they're made. They fail in the days, weeks, and months that follow, when assumptions go unexamined and alignment is left unattended. If this changed how you think about agreements and services, that's the goal. This is the day after, and next week, we'll explore what happens after the first delivery.